18. We completed the 18 chapters and come back again. So we are discussing the second shloka, first chapter, second shloka. Let's start. Sanjaya Vacha Drishtva tu Pandavanekam Duryodhana Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Sanjaya Vacha Drishtva tu Pandavanekam Vyodam Duryodhanastata Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Vachanam Abhave. Can somebody please read the translation? Anybody?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, I'll read the translation.
Okay, please.
Sanjaya said, O king, after looking over the army arranged in military formation by the sons of Pandu, King Duryodhana went to his teacher and spoke the following words. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Right. Thank you. Next slide, Prabhu. Next shloka. 1.3. Pashyetam Panduputrana Acharya Mahatim Chano Vyudam Drupada Putrena Tava Shishyena Dhimata. Okay. Pashyetam Panduputrana Acharya Mahatim Chano Vyudam Drupada Putrena Tava Shishyena Dhimata. Can you please read the translation? What is this?
Hare Krishna, may I, Prabhuji?
Sure, Manisha.
Pashyetam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyudham Drupada Putrena Tava Shishyena Dhimata. Hare Krishna.
Translation.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki Jai. O my teacher, behold the great army of the sons of Pandu, so expertly arranged by your intelligent disciple, the son of Drupad.
Thank
you.
So we can screenshot too. So now we are seeing the beginning. So we see Bhagavad-gītā, the starting part. We see the Gita, the conversation between Lord Krishna and Arjuna. So that part has not yet come. The introduction part is here. So it's also included in the 700 verses. So can someone say how many verses did Sanjaya speak throughout the Bhagavad-gītā? How many verses we can find from Sanjaya?
41.
Yes, 41. And Arjuna and Lord Krishna?
Arjuna 86.
Prabhuji,
Arjuna 84.
84.
84.
And Krishna
84.
574.
Yes,
And Krishna 574.
Yes.
Dhritarashtra 1.
Yes, Dhritarashtra 1. So 574, 84, 41 and 1. So Sanjaya said, spoke 41 verses. So this is the first verse we are seeing here. So in the previous verse, the one and only one verse which Dhritarashtra spoke, he clearly showed his mindset. What is that? He says, what did my sons and the sons of Pandu do? So he separated the sons of Pandu from the family tradition itself, the lineage itself. He separated them, and he clearly wanted that no compromise. So he's asking that. So what did they do? So he's very curious. What did they do? So you see in the previous verse, 1.1, about the significance of the holy place, Dharmakshetra, Kuruksetra. So now Dhritarashtra is asking this, and Sanjaya is trying to pacify him. So whatever the king, the blind king, is very sad. He's helpless. He's hopeless. He's not knowing what is going to happen. But surely we don't want to stop the war, or he don't want any peace between the brothers. He surely want the fight, and he want the Pandava side to lose and his sons to win and take over the throne. So he wants that clearly. But he doesn't know what is happening exactly there. So he's asking that. So Sanjay is trying to give some hope to this despondent king. He's very hopeless now. He doesn't know what is going to happen, or our sons, whether they are going to compromise or they are going to give up the war, because the other side is the victorious side. The Lord is under the influence of the holy land, Dharmakshetra, Kuruksetra. Will they give up? So that was all his doubts. All his that he didn't want such things to happen. So now here we see Sanjay is explaining that. Oh, Dhritarashtra, don't worry. So in the such a nice arrangement of military, such a nice military arrangement, King Duryodhana went to a spiritual master. So he said. So here we see a very important point in Bhagavad-gītā in 4th chapter. We see that we have to surrender to the spiritual master, inquire from him, go to him and inquire from him submissively, surrender service unto him. So he can give us he can explain us the truth. He can tell us about Lord Krishna. He can explain. He can connect us to Lord Krishna because he has seen the truth. So he can connect us to the absolute truth. Satyam Param Dhimai. So he can connect us. So here Duryodhana is going to his spiritual master. So you feel, wow, he's following that process. He's going to a spiritual master and asking his doubt. But it's not in in that 4.34 words we see clearly that it's a submissive mood. So we have to go to a spiritual master in a submissive mood, in a very humble state of mind, with a point that okay, I don't know anything. Oh, Gurudeva, the spiritual master, please explain me. Please give me this knowledge. Please clear my doubts. In that mood, we have to go. We should not go in a challenging mood. Now here, Duryodhana, the point in the second sloka, we see Duryodhana went to a spiritual master and spoke the following words. But the next sloka, we see what are those words? He is explaining that in a diplomatic way. So Prabhupada explains here that he is quite fit to be a diplomat, a politician because of his diplomacy. So he is saying, uh, uh, hey, my spiritual master, see the wonderful arrangement, the military arrangement done by the Pandavas. So see that. So behold this. So see this wonderful vision. It's very nice. So he's actually astonished. He did not expect that the Pandavas were sent to forest and they didn't have any money. They didn't have any much support. They didn't have any contacts and all. So he's wondering how come they have so much strength and how come they have arranged such a nice military group they have arranged. So he's astonished. So in that way, he's explaining to his spiritual master, "Hey, Dronacharya, see this, behold this. See, this is all because of you. You gave all the knowledge to the son of Drupada, Drishtadyumna. He has arranged this army for the Pandavas. So in the same way, don't be lenient now towards your another disciple, that is Arjuna." So here, Dronacharya, Bhishma, they were all uh, they all had the knowledge, but because they were serving under the Kuru dynasty, the wrong side, they were being financially helped by them. So Dronacharya said Arjuna that because they are uh, supporting, because they are under their province, so they are supporting the Uru side, but they didn't voluntarily do it, but they had no other choice because they're eating their food. So they chose that side. So now Duryodhana knew that Dronacharya had a soft corner towards Arjuna, a very dear disciple. So he's again stressing that point. You did a mistake that you taught Drishtadyumna everything. Though he was a son of Drupada and you are not in good terms with him, and uh, he prayed and did austerity and penance and got a son who will be able to kill you. Though you know that fact and still you have trained him, that was your mistake. Now, don't show that leniency towards your another disciple, Arjuna. Is pointing out that. So he's for sure not going to his spiritual master in a humble state of mind. He's in a challenging state that you don't know anything. Though you know this, but you yourself became the reason for your failure. You yourself trained the person who is going to kill you. So you indirectly you only taught him how to kill you. So that's the wrong part. So he's challenging his spiritual master here. It's a very wrong side. And from the beginning of Bhagavad-gītā itself, we get to see that Duryodhana was on the wrong side, and he first, if we have to understand this Bhagavad-gītā, if we have to connect with the Lord, if we have to get the mercy of the Lord, we have to have the mercy of a spiritual master. So here he went and challenged the spiritual master, and he's showing the fault. He should not be doing any fault finding, but he's finding fault in his spiritual master himself. So that is a first this thing clear step. Okay, is going to destruction point, that he's challenging his own spiritual master that you don't know anything. Now he's in a diplomatic way he's saying his spiritual master don't be lenient. Now next he goes to he says about Bhishma Deva. and he don't want to. We'll see in the further slokas that he don't want to feel anybody to feel less important. So diplomatically says Bhishma Deva is there. That side is protected by Bhima. Here it's Bhishma Deva, so we are more strong. But yeah, he felt okay. Dronacharya may feel less valued, less important. So he says, though he's a very great person, Vishnu Deva is a very great person. He may be engaged in one side. He may be occupied fighting in one side, and other side enemies may attack. So you have to help him. So he's diplomatically putting that points everywhere that nobody feels less important. He wants to cheer up everybody. And here he's trying to do that role of a Shakuni. He's putting that fire. Dronacharya, because of you arranging, you see, you taught this Drishtadyumna, and he has arranged this, and he is trying to kill you. So you become more powerful, you become more enraged, and you kill this Drishtadyumna. Otherwise, he is going to kill you. So that is telling Dronacharya so that he feels, Dronacharya may feel, okay, this disciple, he learned everything from me, and he is trying to kill me in a challenging spirit. He wants to, he wants Dronacharya to be more vigilant and more powerful, more strong, and uh, he wants Dronacharya to show no mercy or no leniency towards his disciple. So that shows the point of Duryodhana here. I mean, uh, in this uh, entire Bhagavad-gītā, if you see all the slokas, it's very nicely said. It's very nicely, the words are very nicely chosen. It's not like a ordinary, like a language like we speak, or maybe English, or different languages we speak. It's not just a random statement made. It's all very nicely arranged words. Like we say, some countries they use Roman or different text like that. In Sanskrit, they use Devanagari. The Prabhupada explains here, the Devanagari, which is used by the demigods. So that is the uh, text in Sanskrit. And Sanskrit is the mother of all languages. So everything comes from Sanskrit. So it's very nicely explained. So here, Dhimata word is used, the intelligent, the one who possesses intelligence. Dhimata, that's used. So he's saying, your intelligent disciple. So Duryodhana is pointing on the intelligent disciple. Like that each word, if you see, is very uh, correctly, aptly put to form that uh, language. It's not just any random word. So we have to be very careful while we recite the verses. So it's very important that we try to understand these verses. So by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and all the acharyas in the line, we are getting to read the commentaries, read the purport by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Srila Prabhupada's purport, and he quotes Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Sridhar Swami, like that he quotes uh, different authorities. We are getting that by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. So we are joining every day. We are trying to recite the slokas. We are trying to read the slokas. So we are following the process. So in this, uh, the first step, as I said, we have to have the faith, and we should first go to a spiritual master. That point Duryodhana showed here, going to a spiritual master, but in a challenging way. So we see that, okay, we are not supposed to do this. So when, we see, na, Bhagavad-gītā is a manual, life manual, how to use this human form of life. So that do's and don'ts. So the first point itself, we see that don'ts, what we should not do. Here about Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra is spiritually blind, is not able to take that his brother's sons will win, they will rule the uh, place. He didn't want, he wanted only his children. So that jealousy point comes there. So he wanted only his children to rule. He wanted his family, his tradition, or his lineage. He didn't want his brother's lineage. So he's separating that brothers. So we see the Dhritarashtra, the wrong person here. Then we see the mindset of Duryodhana. So we see that. So in our lives also, when we make decision, when we choose things, we should be very careful how we select, what we select. So we need to serve the spiritual master, sadhu, devotees, Vaishnavas we serve, and their association we proceed. When we have any doubt, we ask the senior devotees and proceed. We hear from Srila Prabhupada and senior devotees, and we proceed. That way we can always be on the right track. Otherwise, we may be misguided, and we may get the mentality of Duryodhana, Dhritarashtra. We have to be very careful. So here, Duryodhana, what point he missed was, the Prabhupada explains here nicely that what point he missed was, he's saying it's a very nice arrangement for Pandavas. He's astonished to see that. How can this be? Pandavas didn't have much support, and how they have arranged such a nice thing. But he failed to understand that on their side is Lord Krishna. That Sharnagati point is there. That surrender. So Arjuna surrendered to Lord Krishna. Then Arjuna and Duryodhana went to Lord Krishna for asking help. So Krishna said, I'll be on one side and my army will be on other side. So Duryodhana cunningly chose the army. There are so many people out there, and Krishna is just one person, and he's saying he will not even fight. Then why Krishna? I don't want Krishna. I want the army. So we have to be very careful. Arjuna chose Krishna. Though Krishna said, I'll not fight, I'll be just a support role. So Arjuna chose Krishna. So we also have to choose what is right, what is not right. So Bhagavad-gītā is giving us that direction from the very beginning. It's showing who's on the wrong side, who's on the right side, so how we can also be on the right or wrong side. So Arjuna chose Krishna, and Krishna chose to be the charioteer of Arjuna, the Partha Sarathi. So Lord likes that, to serve the devotees. So we serve the devotees, we serve the Lord, we serve the devotees. Then when the Lord sees us that we are serving the devotees, the Lord will be more pleased. So he likes the people who are serving his devotees more than himself. He likes more than serving him. He likes the people who are serving his devotees. So we have to take that opportunity, this sadhu sangha, Vaishnava seva. Whenever we get the chance, we should utilize that. We should take that. We should benefit out of that, and we try to serve. So Lord became the charioteer of Arjuna, and Arjuna surrendered unto Lord Krishna. So here's the verse mentioning about surrender. So here in Bhaktivinoda Thakur's prayers also we see the Saranagati prayers. We see about if you see in this songs, Bhaktivinoda Thakur's songs, we see about Sharanagati also. Dainya, Atmanivedana, Gotritve Varana, then Avashya Rakshibe Krishna Vishwasa Palan. So he says the belief, the strong faith, not just belief, the strong faith that Krishna will always protect us. So Arjuna had that faith that Krishna will always protect. Krishna is on my side, so let me follow whatever he says. So that faith should be there. That faith Arjuna showed, and he won. And Duryodhana was challenging his own spiritual master, and he didn't have faith on Lord Krishna, so he chose to be on the wrong side, and he lost. He chose to be on the against. He chose to be against the Lord, and he lost. So he had such wonderful spiritual master and all good people on his side, but he brainwashed them, and uh, he made them fight for the wrong cause. So we should understand that. So we are daily joining, and we are trying to read this. We are trying to understand Bhagavad-gītā by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. Not just whimsically, okay, whatever. I just read something, some other version, or I read this, I read that. But we are reciting this. We are trying to read the purport and commentaries, purport by Srila Prabhupada and other commentaries he quotes from other acharyas. So we are on the right path. So we should continue this. And thank you, Prabhu Mataji. All are joining daily to continue this 6 days for Bhagavad-gītā and 1 day for Bhagavatam. Thank you, Prabhu and Mataji, to continue as continually inspiring us to continue this. Thank you, Prabhu Mataji. Please unmute once. Let's chant one time at Krishna Mantra. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.